Hey everybody, Aaron, Cardinal Catastrophe Services. Wanted to do a quick podcast, Cardinal Cast, and talk about our company and our core competency. Over the last couple of years, I've seen a lot of claims within the company where we've got into some trades that we really aren't experts at, and it's not a bad thing, but I want everybody to take in consideration how we cash flow as a business and how we get paid our commissions in a faster manner. So since we have Xactimate and since we are really good at, the negotiating and the mitigation with anything dealing with damage to property, we have to remember what we started this company with, and what that is roofing. Most of the stuff that we do is roofing. We're a storm damage contractor, we're an insurance claim specialist, and we're a licensed roofer. So know that on an insurance claim with roofing, that's going to be 90% of the work of the job, and it's going to be most of your profit's going to come through roofing. So when we get into these trades where, the basement floods and we're tearing up linoleum and we're doing kitchen sinks and we're doing a lot of stuff that aren't our core competency, a couple of things happen. We don't know it as well, number one, and then number two is sometimes the negotiations I'm seeing by looking at numbers, the negotiating to get paid on these claims is taking 6 to 8 months, which just kills, we call our coffers, it just kills our daily working capital. So also to that point, and this is something that I probably should have done a better job teaching everybody in other locations besides Edwardsville, Illinois. Our Edwardsville, Illinois contract says that we must take half of the RCV or full ACV check, whichever is greater, to commence construction. Now, I know over time other divisions have kind of a more streamlined version of our contract, and it doesn't say that anywhere. So I want to make sure everybody understands this, is that if you only take $200, $300, $800, $2,000 on a job, and you spend $7, $8 grand for labor and materials, and your job's upside down, you're killing the company's cash flow. So what I teach everybody is this: if this was Aaron's roofing company, and I was small time and I was paying as I went, would I spend this money if I didn't have it in the bank? And the answer is no. So luckily we've been blessed with very strong business plans, and we've got impeccable financials. So we can do jobs every once in a while where we're a little bit upside down, but the rule of thumb is you have to make sure that you're ahead on the job before you schedule work. So another piece of that is when we have a job with a smaller ACV check, and there's a bunch of depreciation held up because of the age of it, if we get the roof done, it's okay to make a couple part transaction to request the depreciation release on the roofing piece. Get that sent to your customer, collect it. We can even pay commission in a 2-part piece if needed to get paid on the roof. So just think, working capital is king in our business with insurance claims and storm damage. It pays so slow, as everybody knows. So during the winter months, it can put us on a pinch. So another part of it is, if we're not selling profitable jobs, we're hurting ourselves. So what I mean by that is we don't want to be upside down on jobs. Even if we know we're going to get paid eventually, 1 or 2, that's okay. It happens once in a while. But if we have 20 or so jobs where we're 6, 7, 10 grand upside down because we aren't done yet or haven't negotiated or haven't collected the money, that's a killer. If it was a smaller business, it would go broke. So luckily, like I said, we've got the financial horsepower of all the divisions and stuff, so it's not a problem for us. But I want to reinforce with everybody this practice. It's super important. And remember, it's okay to ask your customers for more money. Listen, I can't do any more work unless I get some insurance money released, until I get paid more. I got to pay my bills. It's okay to do that. And the rule of thumb is, with most claims in the exterior and roofing piece, unless it's a really, really old house, if the roof in the house is, or I'm sorry, if the roof is, 10, 15 years old or newer, you're not going to have such a large depreciation holdback percentage. So the way the industry works and the way that we've been, a great cash flow business is that the ACV check 80% of the time will cover all your labor on the roof and all the materials. So with a little bit of profit left over. So then when you finish up everything and you get the depreciation, that's where your profit and your commission comes in. So we're usually in a very forward cash position, and we have been for the last 10 years. Now, over the last couple of years, since we've been doing things a little bit differently, and listen, I'm all about change and I'm all about trying different things, but we fell into some pretty undisciplined sales, and it's because I've allowed it. So I wanted to have a discussion with everybody, have a Cardinal Cast talking about, hey man, you treat every job like it's its own profit loss statement. And if you don't have the money to pay for the labor, or if you don't have the money to pay for the materials, you can't do it. Simple as that. Or you're going to have to get some kind of, fast track depreciation release or something. And also remember this: our contract is a legal binding intent to repair agreement. So in a court of law, we're obligated to do this work. So you can order the depreciation, get it released way, way, way before we're finished doing the work, okay? So then think about this too, especially when there's a mortgage. So we've got to send off for depreciation, then it has to be sent off for a mortgage. I mean, that could take a month. So a lot of times it's not a big rush to do all this work when the financials are way behind. So get your money right. Get your money right on a job-by-job basis, and then order the work. Now, backing up, you should make this super, super clear when you're doing your color meeting, your down payment meeting. You got to say, listen, we got to pay bills. You don't go to work for free, either do I. So in this case, we're a little bit backwards, so we're going to have to get some more money released. We can do this and this and this, but we might need some help from you on this. So people understand that. People aren't stupid. People don't work for free. And we've been doing way too much work as an act of good faith. And I think it's because we know in some of our divisions we are on the check, so we're not that worried about not collecting. But the thing is, we're putting ourselves in a bad cash situation. So just think about that. Think about profitable jobs. For a lot of newer people, I'll tell you, you should do 10 or 20 roof only, roof gutters, some real easy jobs, turn and burn, get paid, and then do one or two of these super supplemented, crazy detailed jobs. I know I was reviewing some numbers, and, one of our project managers that's been with us for a long time, he had only like 15 jobs. None of them were closed, and they were all open for negotiating supplements, and they were just at a standstill. In the meantime, he took a snapshot of, their money in, money out. We're upside down 70 grand because we've done all this work with the understanding that we're going to get paid, and then we're haggling with the insurance companies and not getting paid. So it's nobody's fault. I've allowed it as CEO and president of the company. And as we're getting into, the cool thing about Freud is there's so much reporting. There's so much really cool stuff that Andrew's put in the system that I can run and see. We're capturing some information that I've never seen before. So, we want to be a cash king. We want to be a cash cow. We want everybody to make a shitload of money. And we make money by not just selling, but closing and collecting profitable jobs in a timely manner. Our profit margins are higher than they've ever been, so that's a great thing, but we're too slow in finishing. So just take that in consideration. That's it. Hope everybody has a great day. We will talk to everybody real soon.